Okay, this is going to be the Tyrone Davis Jr. figuring out a lie spread. So, what is the lie that we were told in regards to what happened to Tyrone Davis Jr.? The crystal. I don't know if somebody messes with black magic, occult, dabbles in witchery, not a good word, but the crystal. Also, abuse. Some kind of abuse. All right. The crystal, the core issue, synthesis, hidden treasure. The core issue. What is the lie? All right, let me pull cards. Tyrone Davis Jr. What is the lie? When it comes to, in regards to what happened to you, what is the lie? Why is the lie being kept from us? And when/if will the truth come out? Okay, what is the lie? Five of Swords, mind games. Sorry about the bum. So he was... Hold on, I want to read it in reverse first. Deceit, regret, resentment. Sorry, what was the lie? Five of Swords. Why is it being kept from us? Ace of Pentacles, money. And when will the truth come out? Next winter. Alright, let me go through the cards. 1, 14, 16, 5. 2 5s. Vigil. Up all night. Up all night fighting. So this guy's reaching, or somebody's reaching out to her. They're holding money. Music. Was that him that I got music yesterday? Oh, Lord. I can't even check right now. Hold on, let me think. No, that was Tamla. Okay, sorry. So the lie. Five of Swords. So in the upright, it'd be degradation, destruction, reversal, infamy, dishonor, loss. In the reverse, the same, but with burial and obsequies. Obsequies. I don't know what that is. I gotta write that down. Okay. What is the lie? That somebody... Five of Swords in the upright. Hold on to your integrity and don't act purely out of self-interest. You may be experiencing discord. In the reverse, because it's a lie, too many issues remain unresolved. You are troubled and your mind is conflicted and uneasy. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Somebody, I can't keep saying somebody. I'm going to have to say her because she was who was with him. For some reason, I feel like she, this being Lulu, portrays herself one way, but underneath is something a lot deeper and darker. The other thing I got yesterday in that very confusing reading, and that's where I'm getting dabbling in black magic, because there's a lot of veiled scenarios that I can't tap into. So she has them covered, and there's a lot of how do I put it? Kind of like musical chairs. Everything's always switching around. You can't, once you get your finger on it, it's moved. So tell me about this Five of Swords. What about the Five of Swords? Tyrone Davis Jr., what about the Five of Swords? Transmutation, that's more... that's the world. So World Wide Web. I did get surveillance yesterday, like something was recorded. Like there could have been a hidden camera. That way it alerts whomever to come join in on the plan. Where is this? The world, the short version, the fool, madness, total demoralization towards evil, the magic key, the rune Olin, antithesis, enemies of Haram Abith. I don't even know if I said that right, and I don't know who that is. The world. What is the lie? Now, if the world was in reverse, because it's a lie, it's mean a cycle wasn't closed. Okay. I'm clarifying the Five of Swords, which would be in reverse. Let me turn this around. The world is clarifying the Five of Swords. It's just mental mind games. Mind fuck. The 21st Arcanum can be represented with the inverted pentagonal star, which represents black magic. Thank you. The 21st Arcanum is Calamity, Insensateness. What are all these new words? Insensateness. The Fool of the Tarot. Whosoever works in realization of the self is liable to do foolishness. One has to work with the three factors of the revolution of the consciousness: to be born, to die, to sacrifice for others. Transmutation indicates that one has to transmute. The brain must control sex. When the brain loses control over sex, when sex attains dominion over the brain, then the star of the 5 points, the human being, descends headfirst into the abyss. This is the inverted pentagram, the symbol of black magic. The danger in this arcanum is indicated precisely by the crocodile. It says the timetable, 12th hour of Apollonius. The towers of the fire disturb. This is the triumphant entrance of the master into the limitless bliss of nirvana, or better, the master's renunciation of the bliss of nirvana for the love of humanity. where then he is converted into Bodhisattva of compassion. I know I didn't say that right. The quote is, "My soul does not enter into his secret, neither my ship into his port." The meaning of this card from this book is, it predicts exclusion from something that is enjoyed, frustration when trying to achieve what is wanted, ruin in relation to that which we boast of. It is danger of isolation, perfidious gifts, deceitful and untrustworthy gifts, deceitful promises, disillusions, the end of some things and the beginning of others. Yeah, I definitely, sex and magic. Tyrone, tell us about this lie. So to enslave one's mind and thoughts and feed it with lots of sex makes one open, susceptible, craving, and loose. Our guards are down. Tyrone, tell us about the lie. Oh, gosh. All right, give me the bottom one. Because that thing just said burial. Let's see. This doesn't belong in here. This is from the cards next to it, so hold on. What's at the bottom? Okay. Okay. So I was getting yesterday that I got Alcatraz, meaning, what, did she have a pen pal in prison? What did that just say about burial, though? Five of Swords. Again. Degradation, destruction, reversal, infamy, dishonor, loss. In reverse, the same, but burial and obsequies, which I don't know what that means, but I'll find out. I'm just trying to figure out if that was the plan. How does he get under a bridge? Alright, let me get one of these and I'll get some stickers. Show me who was there when you passed on. Who was there when you passed? Who was there when you passed? Wrong way. Okay, somebody with brown eyes. What else? Take the bottom. Brown hazel eyes. Brown and hazel eyes? What was it about? What was this about? Resurrection. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. This was a judgment, comma, because resurrection is judgment. Judgment is renewal, awakening, choices, self-realization, reflection. You might have been about to do something new, go in a new way. I feel like they were fighting, breaking up, fighting, not letting each other go, or one wanted to let the other one go. I did feel like she had somebody else. This could be the prison babe. In the reverse, indecisive, self-doubt, denial, afraid of change, and procrastination. So if he did want to leave, he didn't get out in time. Let me get one of these. Let me read the Five of Swords. Whoa. Five of Swords, identity. Five of Swords in reverse here. Bullies, theft, violence, abusive relationships. Okay. Where was I going? Let's go one more here and stickers. Tyrone Davis Jr. Tell me what was the lie in your passing? Okay, she did say that. She said they were, I think she said that. They were arguing. Will you marry me? All right, let me get the bottom. They were arguing. He got out of the car. And that's how the accident happened? Do I have that right? I have to go look. Virus. Now that could be in the body, on the phone, on the computer. The lie. Boy meets girl. Yes. Rejection. Wedding. Restaurant. Romance. Heartbreak. Divorce. Chivalry. High school sweetheart. Ring. True love. Kneeling. In trouble. Born out of wedlock. And passion. Why is this so blurry? And then virus. Contagion, the flu, face mask, medical research, mutation, sick, quarantine. How long have they been together? Did something happen during the quarantine? DNA, martial law, computer virus, hazmat suit, HIV, pestilence, hospital, Ebola, patient 0. All right, let me get stickers. Computer virus. Hold on. Because that's the world, and the world sometimes is the World Wide Web, or it's someone from a different culture. But maybe somebody's computer picked up a virus. Tyrone, tell us about the lie. Tell us about the lie. The Lovers. She already got this. You are enchanting. She got this in the first reading. She had a choice to make. In a storm, in my best dress, fearless. Muse. Strength in reverse. Weak. Strength in reverse. Internal conflict, insecurity, lack of courage, indecision. I got something about a truck. And letter S. Maybe somebody didn't like somebody's kids. Somebody didn't want kids. Somebody mistreated somebody's kids. Somebody said something about somebody's kids. Somebody chose their kids over a relationship or a partner. All right, let me go to why is the lie being kept from us? The Ace of Pentacles. Ambition, prosperity, and opportunity. Why is the lie being kept from us? Ace of Pentacles. Why is the lie being kept from us? A hand issuing as usual from a cloud holds up a pentacle. Its meaning in the upright, perfect contentment, felicity, ecstasy, also speedy intelligence, record deal, studio, rapper, and gold. On the reverse, the evil side of wealth, bad intelligence, also great riches, because of money. Why is the lie being kept from us? Because of money. A payoff. An exchange. Why is the lie being... Oh, here's this. Is this other things? Yes, it is. Okay, he got the 9. This is from his other reading that was so confusing. 9 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Hermit. Black magic. There's lots of black magic here. Somebody pregnant. Something about kids. Strength. Hold on. Does this have to do with adoption, abortion more so? This is the one that said Alcatraz. Yeah. Prison babe. Okay. The lie's being kept from us because of a payoff, an offer, money, something buried. Root work. Let me go to the crystal. This should be interesting. Why is the lie being kept from us? Queen of Swords. Ooh. Garnet. Passion, energy, health. Okay. I don't know what sign either are. Queen of Swords is my death card. Let me read about the garnet. Let's see if we can get anything. The Queen of Swords was paid off. Hold on. I don't know anything about him, but did he have an enemy, somebody that perceived him as competition or an enemy, a long-standing feud? and they sent her in and at the right time executed their plan. Garnet speaks of enlightenment, wisdom, vitality, memory, constructiveness, hope, joy, willpower, imagination, and energy. Said to bring light to dark souls. Common decoration for weaponry. And I did, yeah, this guy had, so if there was somebody else, there's a sword here, a sword going this way. I don't think this guy can hold both swords. I think there's somebody else here. And this guy has a staff with the potion. Queen of Swords. What else do I have? King of Swords, a couple. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, that's a couple. And then I've got that Aquarius. That could be the Prison Babe, the Alcatraz. Okay, let's see what's going on here. What is this? Why is the truth being kept from us? Because somebody paid off a Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords paid off somebody, possibly gave them the weapon. Maybe somebody that's into music. Why is the truth being kept from us? I'll get one of these. Give me one. Why is the truth being kept from us, Tyrone? Best friends. Remember, one had hazel eyes and one had brown eyes. Platonic, soulmate, white lie, good listener, heart-to-heart, non-judgmental. Where did I get that with the resurrection? Hold on. Twins, dog, second family bond, vouch, trust, and confidence sharing, Laurel Hardy, childhood. Where did I get resurrection? Oh, right here. Church friends, maybe? Religion camp, church camp. Paid off another lady. But there's a man. A man paid a lady, or a lady paid a man. For what? $46. For another man. The son. The main man. The man. $46 for shelter. Somebody that somebody could have used to live with. The son, shelter, the blanket of the poor. No matter how bad the situation, there is shelter for you. Look on the bright side of things. There are some things no one owns, nor can be taken away from you. Speaks of the masculine, shining the light on something, the brighter side, shelter, housing, and helping the poor. I don't love this sun. It's not my best. It's a creepy sun. Let me see if I have the sun here. Right there. That's a creepy one. Oh, I have another sun in here. So they gave me the creepy sun for a reason. There's another one. Creepy man. Could have a man bun. Okay, that's what I got there. Anything on the... No. A male best friend? I mean... keep that to yourself. Okay. Alright, Queen of Swords and Ace of Pentacles on my death list. So yes, the Queen of Swords is on the death list. The Ace of Pentacles, an inheritance of jewelry. These two together. Yes, death, especially with the Queen of Swords around. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's somebody might have gotten paid in jewelry. Might want to go check pawn shops or jewelry shops. Okay, let me get some stickers on this. Why is the truth being kept from us? Why is the truth being kept from us? Tyrone. Why is the truth being kept from us? Does she have an insurance policy on him? Alright. So I've got Japan. That's spelled incorrectly. Somebody might be dyslexic. And that's also a message, but then I've got the Black Widow. Spider. Growth, mastery, creativity. Got Florida. And then there's alligators on there. Something about Arizona. And I love, it's supposed to be you, but it's torn apart. Okay. Tell me about next winter. So not this winter, but winter of 2027. When? When around will the truth come out? 10 of Swords. So it could be October of 2027. It says weeks. 10 weeks. Anywhere from 10 weeks till the winter of October 2027. Somebody is going to be ruined. Something between breakfast and lunch. Or breakfast. 10 of Swords. Things couldn't be much worse. You see yourself as the victim, the martyr. Why me, you ask? Well, why them? Why them? Give me one of these. What are they paying for? What are we discovering? Overgeneralization. I see a single negative event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. Every setback becomes a sign that I'll never succeed. What aren't we seeing? What will we see then? Actually, That's the world again. Computer virus. All these people connected, told too many people, or somebody hacks into somebody's internet stuff and gets some information. Why is this person, what's going to happen to this person? Vow. Wish, hope, worship. Okay. This came out in the first reading, a shared wish. Treehouse. Somebody she's known a long time, or, I mean, was she sleeping with a friend? Give me one of these for some reason. 1, 2. The moon's phases align with your desires. Make a wish. This was... I don't know exactly what the wish is, but that's 3 times. I think this is playing with magic, which is all going to come back around. All right, let's see what happens from 10 weeks to next winter. What's going to happen from 10 weeks to next winter? Tyrone, what's coming out? Some cult-like stuff. Gang stuff. Somebody was 9 of Pentacles. Somebody's single, luxurious, loving it. And maybe opens a store, a bar, best beer in town, but this is my initiated card. And a cult group, lodge, protected by what's going to come out. What's this one say? So this is something, this is something to do with somebody questioning somebody else's sexuality. I don't know who that's for. Or somebody is interested in the same sex. Alright, something... maybe something fingerprint-wise. I do see a clock. Wheel of Fortune. The clock's going to turn. That's 10, so something about 10. October 10-10, an ending and a beginning. Let me get a clock, see if it says anything. Give me a clock, please. Oh, I see something. And I already got this, so... Alright, there's no hands on this clock. There is a butterfly, which speaks of beauty, rebirth, transformation. But that's how we started. That's a butterfly. So behind it says, time well spent. 6:12 or 8:47 could be relevant. Alright, that's what I have. Hopefully that helped in some way or made some sense. Thank you.